New Zealand, home of Middle-earth. And the best way to experience it is on our Lord of the Rings Edoras tour. The tour leaves Christchurch at 9 a.m. and returns at 6 p.m. But we can pick you up at other central city locations too. The groups are small and the guides are friendly and informative. You don't need to be a Lord of the Rings fan to enjoy the tour, as the scenery is fantastic. Transport is in a Land Rover, and we take you through the spectacular mountains of the Southern Alps, where you can see clear lakes and blue rivers, and you can breathe fresh mountain air. Our destination is Mount Sunday, the real-life mountain, which in the film is Edoras, the capital city of the Rohan people. While you're there, you can use some of the most famous items from the film: Aragorn's sword, Gimli's axe, and the flag of Rohan. For lunch, there is a luxury picnic, which we eat outside in the open air. Visit our shop at the end of your trip and buy exclusive Lord of the Rings souvenirs for your family and friends back home. The tour runs daily throughout the year, and you can buy tickets online. The price includes your pick-up and drop-off, your journey in the Land Rover, your guided walk to the very top of Edoras, and your delicious lunch. Tickets cost $135 for adults per person and $94 for children aged 14 and under. So, what are you waiting for? Book your tickets now before you miss your chance to see one of the most beautiful Lord of the Rings locations. It's an experience you'll never forget.
Next week, I'm going to drive my car 50,000 kilometers on the Pan American Highway. The road goes from the Arctic Ocean in Alaska to Ushuaia in the south of Argentina. I'm very excited. I'm going to travel alone, but I'm going to make friends on the road. I can't speak any Spanish, but I'm going to learn. I'm going to camp and maybe sometimes stay in small hotels. I think I'm ready for my trip. I'm not going to have any problems. I have my car, a tent, a camera, a laptop, and a lot of maps. I also went to the doctor and got some shots, so I'm going to be healthy. When am I going to come back? I don't know. The trip is going to take about a year. I'm going to write about it on this blog, so check here for all the news.
Look at it. I mean, look at this place. It takes my breath away. It really does take my breath away, this place.
Officially, the Transfăgărășan highway begins way back down the mountain, on the outskirts of a town called Curtea de Arj, which is about 2 hours from Bucharest. In total, the highway is just under 120 kilometres long, and all along its length there are numerous tourist spots to stop and visit. Just to the north of Curtea, for example, you'll find a 14th century Byzantine monastery that was built using materials imported almost exclusively from Istanbul, or Constantinople as it was then. "20 kilometres further up the road are the remains of Vlad Dracul's famous castle. And another 15 kilometres on from that is the spectacular Vidraru Dam, the world's largest hydroelectric power station, complete with a statue of Prometheus, which is actually a pylon in disguise. But then about 10 kilometres before you reach the very top of the highway, the scenery changes and the road itself becomes much more open, much more fluid, and a lot more dramatic to drive on. By the time you reach the 890 metre long Capra tunnel, you just know that there's going to be something spectacular on the other side. Except, of course, nothing can prepare you for the sight that greets you when you exit the tunnel and look down into the valley below. That is when you know you've reached the Transfăgărășan highway. And that is when the real fun starts.